you have watched quite a few of my videos or read a few of my posts, especially on Instagram, I like to always talk about natural hair growth and how to promote healthy hair. There is one thing that I have failed to talk about enough, and that is about your edges and how to grow your edges back after a mishap. Thinning edges can happen to anyone, and you don't have to do an awful lot in order for it to happen to you. Today, I want to talk about why people lose their edges, what you can do to grow your edges back if this ever happens, and how to prevent it from happening to you in the future. Having edges is important. No one wants to look like their hairline is on holiday. Here are a few reasons why people lose their edges. Number one, braids that are too tight and heavy. We all want our braids to look super duper fly and fresh, but that should not mean that your braids need to be as tight as possible. Sacrificing your edges just to keep your hair looking fresh is a huge no-no. If after having your braids installed, your scalp feels uncomfortable, then it is likely that your braids are way too tight. If the uncomfortableness persists for more than a few days, then you need to go back to where you got them installed to get them loosened. Personally, I wouldn't even wait a few days because a lot of damage can occur during that time. It's not only having your braids too tight that can cause this. Having braids that are too heavy will cause loss of damage to your hairline too. With the wave of chunky braids being in fashion, it will be easy to get your hair braided like this and forget about your edges. The sheer weight of the braids can rip the hair out of your scalp. If you see little bumps at your edges appearing, then your braids are perhaps too heavy or too tight. Number two, brushing your edges with a hard brush. We live in an age where having your edges laid is a must, or isn't it? I'm all for laying your edges if you want to, but not to the detriment of your edges. If you do want to lay your edges, you must do so gently. Don't be tempted to use a hard brush in the hopes that it would keep your hair laid better. You don't want to do that. Instead, you can use a soft brush, a soft toothbrush, or a soft hair brush. If you really want your edges to lay flat, then you can use a good gel or a good castor oil and put a head scarf on top for a few minutes until it sets. Number three, wigs can be problematic. People love wigs because they are easy to use and give you the ability to be flexible with your hairstyles. Whilst this can be a good thing, wigs can cause a lot of friction on your edges that can cause your edges to rub away. If you do like to wear wigs, be sure to put them on and take them off carefully so as not to disturb your edges too much. And also, if you must wear wigs, make sure to moisturize your edges before you put your wigs on. Remember your wig scalps too. Number four, postpartum hair loss. Many women go through postpartum hair loss after pregnancy. When you get pregnant, your hair pauses the usual cycle of shedding and growth. Once you give birth, all the hair that you should have shed during pregnancy begins to shed again. It may look like excessive hair loss to the outside eye. During this time, you need to be extremely careful with your edges. Personally speaking, I wouldn't even think about trying to lay my edges or even brush them during this time, as your hair is much more fragile. Number five, medical issues. If you are suffering from medical issues, sometimes this can be the cause of your hair loss, which can affect your hairline. If you do notice this happening, I would definitely consult your doctor or a hair specialist so that you can get the issue under control in the best possible way. Number six, hereditary. It is not every time that you lose your edges that you have done something wrong. Sometimes these things are nothing more than hereditary. You can tell if you look at your family history if your issues with thinning edges are a family-wide problem or not. If you do notice this, make sure you take extra care with your edges so you can preserve them for as long as possible. Here are a few things you can do to grow your edges back. Number one, scalp massages. Doing scalp massages can be very helpful. When you massage your scalp, you encourage blood circulation, which promotes hair growth. You can massage your whole scalp when you are doing this, but when you massage your edges, try not to be too aggressive. Just because you are massaging it doesn't mean that you need to use all of your strength to do it. Number two, take biotin supplements. Some people have sworn that taking biotin supplements has helped them to grow their edges back fast. I think if you are worried about losing your edges, then it's worth a shot. Any supplement that are for hair, skin and nails should be able to help you regrow your edges. You can consult your hair specialist if you are unsure. You can use collagen supplements as well, especially if you react to biotin. I for one, I react to biotin supplement. It actually breaks me out, so I prefer collagen supplements. So choose the one that you prefer. Number three, apply oils to encourage growth. Using oils to massage your scalp can help to speed up hair growth. Oils such as Jamaican black castor oil and jojoba oil can help to regrow your edges. You can even heat up the oils like a hot oil treatment before applying to your edges to help increase blood circulation, which will in turn boost the supply of nutrients to your hair follicles. How to prevent your edges from thinning? There are a few precautionary measures that can help you prevent your thinning edges getting any worse or to stop it happening in future. Number one, sleep with satin pillowcase or satin bonnet. Number two, consider leaving your edges alone. Number three, use natural products. Using natural products in your hair is so much better than products that contain harmful silicones, sulfates, and parabens. Some of these ingredients do not help us at all. They dry out our hair and lead to breakage. Where possible, use natural ingredients for your hair instead. Number four, keep your edges moisturized. It is so easy to moisturize your hair and forget about your edges. Your edges are hair too, and they need moisture just like the rest of your hair, so always moisturize your edges. That brings me to the end of today's video. Please, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section. If you want more of it, also let me know, and I will see you on my next one shortly. Bye.